Hey, Lisa, what's up?
Not much. What are you working on here?
Hey, I'm working on a new news magazine called OwenBloggers Viewpoints.
Greg, honestly, who's going to want to watch that?
Come on, people like us. You know, students, alumni, people like them.
Oh. How did they get here?
The magic of the internet.
Okay. Well, are they expecting us to do anything?
No, not really. We haven't rolled the introduction yet.
Good. Okay, well, when is that supposed to happen?
Right about now.
Hi, and welcome to OwenBloggers Viewpoints. I'm Lisa Stowers.
And I'm Greg King. Get ready for an exciting look into a lot of things happening here at Vanderbilt Owen's Graduate School of Management.
This episode, we're covering several student-led initiatives that have not only made the blog, but have also taken Owen's profile to new heights in both the professional and academic worlds.
From Net Impact to Project Pyramid to great strides made by the Owens Women's Business Association, we'll show you how Owen students are leading by example.
And lastly, OwenBloggers' own Dan Ekman takes music industry legend and Owen professor Tim Dubois in the hot seat to talk about his experiences and Owen's budding music business program.
First though, any coverage has to include the 2007 Net Impact National Conference. With over 300 speakers and panelists to coordinate, the students, faculty, and staff of Owen went into overdrive to pull off what was credited as one of the most highly rated Net Impact conferences ever held. Keynote speakers included Chad Holliday, CEO of DuPont, and founder of Patagonia, Yvonne Chouinard, who engaged attendees in spirited discussions of sustainable business practices in the historic Ryman Auditorium. Of course, just in case you missed it, OwenBloggers saved the great interviews, commentary, and photos. Just visit OwenBloggers.com and click on 2007 Net Impact Conference.
Continuing the tradition of hosting national events was the Women in Business Association. This year, the WBA launched a new component, the WBA Networking Conference at Vanderbilt University. The event served as a forum for women to discuss their success stories, discuss issues and challenges, inspire others, and broaden their network. The weekend's featured speakers included Executive Vice President Beth Canavan at Tiffany & Company, as well as panel discussions with enterprising female business leaders. Approximately 200 Owen students, alumni, and professionals attended the conference, which is now planned to be an annual event.
2008 also saw the continuation of the renowned Project Pyramid.
Trip participants had the opportunity to get a first-hand look at the operations of Grameen Bank and the Bangladesh Rural Advancement Committee, two of the largest NGOs in the world. In addition to discussing the nuances of microenterprises with heads of several multinational banks, students capped off their trip with a meeting with Nobel Prize winner and Vandy alum Dr. Muhammad Yunus, pioneer of microfinance and founder of Grameen Bank.
Lastly, as Owen continues to grow its community, Dan Ekman took time to grill Tim Dubois in the hot seat.
Professor Dubois is the head of music entrepreneurship here at Owen. He's a self-proclaimed recovering accountant who moved to Nashville to be an accounting professor and a songwriter. He has 5 #1 singles for acts such as Alabama, Restless Heart, and Vince Gill. He has 24 top 10 singles and a Grammy nomination to boot. He signed artists such as Alan Jackson, Brad Paisley, and Brooks and Dunn, just to name a few. Professor Dubois, are you ready for the hot seat?
Absolutely.
How did you get into songwriting?
I still remember I was at a camp. I was 15 years old, a leadership camp, and my roommate played me a song he had written. And that was the first time it ever occurred to me somebody had to write those songs. And I just thought, hey, that's easy. If he can do that, I can. And just started writing songs and continued pretty much up until I became too crazy as an executive to do it.
I heard that you put Brooks and Dunn together over a plate of Mexican food. Is that true?
Yes, it is definitely true. It was actually a Mexican restaurant that no longer exists here in Nashville. I took them out, introduced them, and just said, you know, why don't you guys hang out and see if you like one another first. And the very first song they brought me was that they had written together was Brand New Man, which ended up being their first single and was the start to an amazing career.
What do you like better, managing MBAs or managing artists?
Probably MBAs are a little bit more realistic than artists, but artists I've often described as the perfect blending of huge ego with an insecurity complex. MBAs, I think, aren't quite that bad.
What plans do you have for the future of the Music Entrepreneurship Program?
You know, there's obviously interest in digital media, and it is a very, very exciting time in the entertainment business as a whole. But we're going to try to do some seminars and hopefully an industry summit that Vanderbilt and maybe some industry, other industry organizations can work together on. And we're looking at the possibility of doing some classes that might involve actually working as consultants with management companies and perhaps with even starting a digital record company or something as crazy as that.
That was Professor Tim Dubois on the hot seat. And if you'd like to see the full interview, go to OwenBloggers.com.
Thanks, Dan. And that's all we have for OwenBloggers Viewpoints.
For more information on anything you've seen or to dive into more OwenBloggers content, visit www.OwenBloggers.com. That's all we have for today.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Bye.
Now.